You! Get your hand out of your pants.
Please put your tray table up. Put the crack pipe down.
You're the least without sin person I know.
Aral, we are on the air right now.
Oh, I was digging for gold.
Wow! That's what's eating Gilbert Grape, my friends.
Well, listen, call me casual, but I love to take my time.
I don't know where your head ends and this weird turtleneck sweater begins.
Speaking of which, whatever happened to that porn star you were dating?
Oh my god, it's huge.
And now,
It's West.
by Midwest,
Today is Monday, November 18th, 2013. This is episode 41 of West by Midwest. My name is Chuck Anchori. I'm broadcasting live from Los Angeles, California.
my name's Aral Gribble. I'm broadcasting live from Lansing, Michigan. And our producer, Rob Hubbard, is broadcasting live from
Chelsea, Michigan.
Chelsea,
We almost-
Michigan.
Almost didn't have a show today because Chelsea, Michigan didn't have power, right?
Yeah,
Rob,
it
you
was-
didn't have electricity earlier?
That's right.
It was bananas, man. Those tornadoes that rolled through Illinois, we got I don't know if we got a whole bunch of tornadoes in here, but there were some mad thunderstorms and some straight up wind,
Wow,
man.
man.
70-mile-hour gusts.
Jeez, that typhoon in the Philippines must have been nothing compared to what you guys were
All
going
right.
through, huh?
Okay, just because your family's Filipino. I can't even, there's nothing. I'll never have a storm compare anymore. Folks, we are hanging out live on Google+Hangouts. We record every Monday night, unless we're too lazy to do it. If you like our Facebook page, the West by Midwest Facebook page, you will find the link Monday nights to hang out with us. And you can ask questions and stuff. We got our girl Ella Nyborg hanging with us
Nyborg's here. Christopher Walters is in the
Walters.
house.
Ella says, talk about me. I am lonely. So we're talking about you. And we're lonely. That's why we started a podcast. So,
Exactly.
folks, if you want to be like Ella and Christopher, hang out with us and we'll talk about you. And you'll be our new friends.
Exactly. And if you aren't around to catch the live show recording, then you can download the episode on iTunes. So you just search West X Midwest on iTunes, and you'll find all our past episodes and the latest episode. Bring us along on your holiday travels.
That's right.
Download your MP3 devices and your Nooks, and yeah, bring us along on your flights.
Your Kindles. I don't know.
This podcast is brought to you by Ed Grabo. He don't pop Molly. He rocks Rob Ford. Ed Grabo. Come on.
Stick around for this week's guest. This week's guest is a real special treat. A beautiful, talented, wonderful professional musician and actress. Rochelle Clark from the Potter's Field is going to be on the show.
Rochelle
Good friend
Clark
of
is on the
mine.
show this evening.
I've been wanting to have her on the show for a long time, so I'm super excited that Rob finally got around to getting her on the show.
So, yeah.
Cool. So, how was everybody's week, gentlemen?
Good. I'm finally free. I had a house guest.
Oh yeah,
Stay
all
with
week.
me.
How was that?
Yeah, my buddy Adam, good friend of mine from Detroit, was staying
Sinbad, house guest.
in L.A. Sinbad.
that-
We popped in the old VHS, watched a little bit of Sinbad.
House
Got a
guest.
feeling about how the week would be.
So how's Adam? How's he doing?
He's good. He's good. It was his first time in LA, and we talked a little bit about this last week. But we got to go to a Laker game. We went to a taping of At Midnight with Chris Hardwick. We
wow.
had to stop by In-N-Out, did all the Venice boardwalks, all the freaks. And it was a
Good
good
burgers,
time. But
Johnny.
it's just like house guests suck, dude. I love you, Adam, but man,
they're the worst.
like my freedoms are just gone. It's like Aral, we used to live together, and that whole the roommate thing was nice and all, but living alone is just it's got
Yeah.
some certain qualities to it that
Absolutely.
are gone when I have people around. So it's,
I mean, when you live with a significant other, I find that a lot of those are like I got them back to a certain extent. Like Lynn's fine with me walking around naked, doing my own thing.
Open door policy
Absolutely.
in the bathroom.
Right, totally.
That's totally normal stuff, and when you live alone, it's like, you have all those freedoms too, but So
And
Adam
you
was here
want to
till.
be like a good guest. You want to be like, yeah, man, what's mine is yours. Fucking help yourself to whatever's in the fridge. But this is my problem. Anytime somebody opens anything, I'm like, what the fuck are you?
Yeah. Don't touch my weed.
You gonna eat all that? All those
Doing?
fucking Cheetos? I bought those Cheetos for me, dude. You said eat anything. No, totally. Eat whatever you want. But seriously, not the fucking ice cream. Yeah, no. So house guests are pretty much the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Rob, is it okay if we stay at your house for the holidays?
Over the holidays, we
Chuck's gonna need a place to stay, dude. So
That's right. I'm heading into the Midwest over for the holidays, and we will be recording another show together.
Together? Well, that's
Michigan.
if Rob will let us.
That's if Rob will let us stay at his house.
You're talking like we've talked about this before.
No, we're putting you on the spot, my friend. You have to give us an answer in front of me, in front of Aral, in front of Ellen Nyborg.
In front of God and your country. In front of Scotty Herring, who's another guy who just joined us. What's up, Scotty Herring? How you doing?
Please let me stay at your new house, Rob, so that we can record the show together.
I'll have to see what the boss says. Everybody, Rochelle, Scotty, Ella, write to the boss and ask her if we can have the show at our house.
Oh, man. She's like, what, 100?
I need all the support I can get.
She's ready to pop any day now.
She's
like
like, I don't
coming
want
in January.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want a couple of degenerates screaming their fucking heads off in my basement.
And we're gonna be like, man, it's cold down here. Can't we record in the living room? Yo, Rob, you gonna eat all this? Can I have this sandwich? Well,
so stay tuned, friends, because in a couple of weeks we will be
live from Rob's basement. Thanks, Katie.
What about you? Where were you?
Well, it was fun and shitty. I was in St. Louis, Michigan State University's Transforming Theater Ensemble, which is it's an interactive theater troupe through the Office for Inclusion, right? It's where it's the work that I do to make up for being a horrible bastard during this podcast. So I try to be a good person the rest of the time in them. But yeah, so we had a performance at the ASH conference. It's something about higher education. I don't even know. Whatever.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. It went well. Everything was great. Nice. They loved us. But
did you take in any of the sites or what?
Well, we didn't have a lot of time, but we were literally right across the street from the gateway to the west, the St. Louis Arch.
The St. Louis Arch. Why do they call it? That's literally like what, the center of? No.
They say that St. Louis is the gateway to the Arch because it's like, or the gateway to the west because it's like the last stop on the Mississippi River.
Oh, okay.
For like a long time until you get to another. Yeah, so it used to be like back in the Louis and Clark days.
Right.
Yeah.
During the times of Sacagawea and John Smith, it was
absolutely it was the gateway to the west.
We had natural. So did you go up in there or what? Where was?
Yeah, you can take this tram up, and I was really excited. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna, you're. I don't know how many fucking miles up, but it's huge, right? And you can see in 30 miles in every direction. But it was the worst thing I've ever done.
No, why? Why do you say that?
Oh my god! First of all, you get crammed into this tiny ass little like escape pod, like tram rail car thing.
Yeah.
And so you're like crammed in there with these strangers, and you stink, and they stink, and this thing's
sweating.
like clanking up against the sides, and you're like, we're all dead. This hasn't been changed since like 1976 when it was built. And then you get up there, and it's like, it's you can barely see out. There are these tiny little windows, and it's just like this carpeted thing, and it's still like, you're on the arch.
Yeah.
So you're like walking up and down like this arch, like the top of the arch, and there's these tiny little windows that you have to like lean over and peer into to see out. And it's a cool whatever. I'll post some of the shit on Facebook if you want. There's some lovely views of the city.
I'm good.
You want to see my fucking slideshow?
So is it like all like? Is it stable? Is it moving around?
Is the worst part. So first of all, you can't get your footing because you're always on an incline.
Yeah, you're like on a side. Yeah,
and then the wind picks up, and you're literally like rocking back and forth, dude.
Yikes!
I know.
So did you have nausea or vertigo or any of that?
I was okay. Lynn was miserable.
Oh no.
Like literally, they say you can, the trams come every 10 minutes. There's one on each side that goes up and down. So you don't have to be there for long, but you can stay as long as you want. And we were there for like 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, like, let me get out of here.
Lynn was like, get the fuck. Yeah, we had some straight up gusts of wind. Tom Weary's, who's hanging out with us today, said, "Did you get any gusts of wind?" Yes.
Yeah. This is pre-tornado or whatever you guys had, right?
Yeah. What's funny is St. Louis actually was like the start of where all those storms happened. So that hit the day after we came back.
Oh wow.
And then I fucking hate flying. I mean, I love traveling, but fat people should not be like.
It's tough to travel as a fat person, right?
It's tough to travel as a fat person. Like, straight up, the fucking, like, okay, so flying out there, I was like, all right, and we were crammed in these 2S tiny little planes, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking lie and say that my seatbelt is fastened.
Really?
Like, I held on to it so it was, like, right at my gut. I would, like, flip my shirt underneath it, and the lady would walk by, and I'm like, she's like, your seatbelt fastened? I'm like, yep, keep walking. Because I was like, I can't do it. I can't ask for the extension.
Right. You were having like a Kevin Smith moment on your plane.
Absolutely. But on the way back, I was like, fuck this. And the first thing I did, I was like, I need an extension, all right? Just fucking.
Really?
I asked
You
for the
asked for
extension.
No way.
Yeah. It was awesome. The guy next to me was like, extension? What the fuck is he doing? And I like glared at him. I was like, a fat fucker. I didn't say that literally.
Give
but
me your peanuts.
I did with my eyes. Like I was like the angry fat guy on the plane on the way back.
Hey, since you were once you were like one of the first people to fly of all of us, did you have to turn off your electronic device?
On the small planes, I did, which was annoying as fuck. But I was flying Delta, and on the bigger plane back, which was only one of the 4 planes we took, one of them was big enough on the way back that they were like, yeah, just make sure everything's on airplane mode.
Really? Like they were like, leave that shit on. Nice.
Yes. So Lynn and I were watching an episode of Scandal.
Oh, that must have been heaven on that flight. Rob, were you saying? What did you want?
Which was worse? Going. Tom Wearies wants to know which was worse, going up or coming down.
Coming down was worse because it was just the 3 of us that I knew going up. Coming down, it was crammed, so it was like coming down from the arch, we were with a bunch of strangers. I mean, we were making jokes about it and stuff. It was all well and good, and I was like, hey, you could sit on my lap, and he's like, oh,
yeah.
But it was uncomfortable.
I'm gonna need that extension.
And there was no expectation of like, what? Hey, it's gonna be a fucking crazy thing up that I'm going to. It was like that was a waste of $10. Fuck St. Louis.
That's all it was. It was only $10.
Oh yeah, but
That's
you know
not
what?
Bad.
No, not worth it.
What do you want? What do you want, Aral? The haunted mansion? They're not gonna like walk you through this ride or anything like that.
I do. I want stories of ghosts.
You're gonna look through a couple of small windows and then you're gonna ride back down.
Fucking St. Louis.
Listen, can we have?
Ernest
Don't worry
Petty
about
says, "What is this show? Welcome to West by Midwest." Ernest Petty.
We're trying to figure every day. We try to figure out that exact question, Ernest. So stick with us. Maybe we can all figure it out together.
Yes. Anyway, so it's a pretty big week though coming up, my friend.
Yeah, let's have some real talk here for a minute. This Friday, November 22nd, is the 50th anniversary of the assassination of our beloved 35th president.
That's right.
John F. Kennedy.
Shot.
John F. Kennedy in Dallas, Texas. And I just, it's a big week. There are a lot of like specials and books are being released and stuff, for the anniversary and whatnot.
Us conspiracy theorists are going bananas, dude.
Really? What are they bringing up right now?
Well, there's nothing new under the sun, my friend. I can tell you all about it. Fucking grassy knoll.
I can wax I can wax poetic all about that book depository building.
Ain't no way, motherfucker. Back and to the left.
Back and to the left.
Back and to the left. Oliver Stone is appearing on stuff all over the place.
Right.
And yeah, dude. There's even my favorite is that they're pinning they're not pinning it on him, but they're like connecting the Bush family to the fucking assassination.
The Bush family.
Yeah. George Herbert Walker Bush. First of all, the man owned an oil field in Cuba at the time, right?
Missile crisis.
And it's all this stuff. And if you ask him, where were you when JFK was shot? He was in Texas that day. And he says, I don't remember. Everybody remembers where the fuck they were when JFK was shot.
Ella Nyborg don't remember.
She don't remember shit. Fuck off, Ella Nyborg.
Fuck. The funniest thing that I came across this week are these historians that are saying that JFK and Jackie Onassis joined the Mile High Club on Air Force one day before the Dallas assassination.
What?
That's big news, my friends.
That's not big news.
They were hooking up at the time. Aral, everyone was under the impression that Jackie and JFK were at this point in their marriage sleeping in separate beds, and that it was just kind of like
love had grown cold. Apparently not. This is a distraction from the issue, my friend. The country changed that day. It's about the fucking banks, dude. He was gonna do away with the Federal Reserve. He was gonna do away with the fucking military-industrial complex. That's some shit. All you care about is the man's fucking getting it on the airplane.
Dude, he didn't have to turn off electronic devices, and he didn't have to turn off Jackie on that flight. So that's what we're talking about here.
That's the worst.
That was so bad.
Also this, what else is new? You tell the folks.
Oh yeah, breaking news: the word selfie is the 2013 Oxford Dictionary word of the year.
Word of the year.
I don't know if you remember this, Aral. In 2005, a little word called podcast was the
that's
Dictionary word of the year.
Look at us. So does that mean like
we're only 8 years late on the podcast thing?
So thank you for talking about me. Can you say hi to my sister? Hi, girls. Hey, Ella. Hi, sister.
Why are you pandering to Ella Nyborg? She just told everybody that we were boring her.
She did. Oh man, this is good stuff. No, yeah. So does that mean next year we're gonna start a website where it's just you and me taking selfies?
That's called Snapchat, my friend, and I was telling you about Snapchat last year.
No, selfies are forever. Snapchat's gone like in a snap.
No. What are you? Selfies are forever. You can post them on your Facebook. The term selfie beat out contenders like twerk.
Oh, that's a shame.
Bitcoin.
What?
And our favorite, binge watching, which I love to do on the
I
weekend.
do love to do that. Oh.
Due largely to its remarkable uptick in usage. Everyone's just taking selfies these days.
Everybody's taking selfies.
Duck lips, everything. So
yeah. You know. Well, good for you folks. Keep the selfies going because nobody cares what you look like. In Moscow, you can pay for a subway ticket in squats.
Really?
That's right. The Russians have done something pretty cool. If you do 30 squats, you get a free subway ticket. A special ticket machine has been installed to promote the upcoming Winter Olympics in Sochi, which start February. We'll be live blogging the Olympics. No, we won't.
No, we won't. wait. Hold on a second. I thought that this was... Wait, this isn't for like a Subway sandwich? You don't do 30 squats? This isn't like a Jared
Moscow ain't got no
challenge.
like Subway sandwiches.
Moscow has Subway. What do you think that the Russians don't have Subway? It's
an
international brand, my friend.
No, man. They call it something else. That shit's like, I don't know. I don't know what the
Sous-bois?
Russian equivalent of it. It's like a torpedo.
Oh, I thought so. I thought you had to like roll up to like a Subway and to get your foot long, you did 30 squats, and you did like the Jared challenge. You got a free sandwich.
That's not worth a free sandwich. I mean, for me it is, but it's like for you, 30 squats would be nothing. For me, 30 squats, I should get like a free like doctor's visit because that's what I'm gonna need after it.
Okay, so this is for their actual
Their
public
actual
transport
subway,
public transport system.
transportation. It's a little cheaper, all right? The machine it was installed at a station in Moscow, counts down from 30 to 0, tracks that your squats are done to satisfaction. So somehow they have like a camera there that's watching you, and it'll save you 30 rubles, which is about 91 cents US dollars.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is, I mean, that's cool. I'm a little like, it's probably good. I'm cheap enough that I would like if they did that in America, they would probably solve a lot of our like obesity problems.
Yeah, definitely.
But the problem is like nobody cares. That's why we're fat in the first place because people want to make money off of us. Like McDonald's fucking dollar menu is killing me softly.
$1 and more, baby.
$1 and more. But I'm fat as hell, but I'm like saving money. That's how I can save money.
That's why I say you do 30 squats, I'll give you a bacon McDouble.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna call you out on that. I'm calling you next week. I'm gonna be like, hey dude, I'm at a fucking McDonald's. Wire me $2.
Listen, no, we will.
1, 2, 3.
No, we'll log on to Google+Hangouts, and then
I will watch my way to your satisfaction.
You'll do your 30 squats.
All the way down, Aral. All the way to the floor. Keep your hands on your hips.
Proper form, Aral. A Cleveland Walmart is holding a holiday food drive for its own employees.
What?
Yeah, listen to this. It's not unusual to have a food drive at work for the less fortunate during the holiday season. At one Walmart, donation bins appeared in an employees-only area, gathering food for people who are struggling to pay for a nice Thanksgiving dinner. The problem? Those struggling people are their Walmart employees.
Oh my God.
This is taking place in a city west of Cleveland. The store in question is in Canton, Ohio. If you ask Walmart and the Cleveland Plain
Canton,
dealer,
Ohio.
Yeah. This food drive is just an indication that store employees take care of each other. This is part of the company's culture to rally around associates and take care of them when they face extreme hardships, the spokesman explained.
That's some fucked up shit.
That's some bullshit.
The company's culture to rally around their employees. How about part of the company's culture to not pay their employees enough so they have to like do a food drive? For
each other. Yeah, from the Cleveland Plain dealer, people said that Walmart would have the audacity to ask low-wage workers to donate food to other low-wage workers. To me, it's a moral outrage. Norma Mills, customer of the store, told the Plain dealer. And it's just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. And then these people that can't afford to have a nice Thanksgiving dinner have to work on Thanksgiving because it's all open.
Right.
And that's
They're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Will you take my shift? I'll give you a can of peas.
Right. And that doesn't help their families. So obviously, it's funny that we were just talking about McDonald's because they were kind of under fire about this situation too, because they have like on their own website they have resources for their employees to like kind of budget out their like their bills and everything so that they can handle keeping their debt under control.
Right. But I think that's a service like that I think is worth offering. Right. It's like, hey,
But the biggest advice that the McDonald's website said was to get another job. It was like work at McDonald's and have a second job to supplement your McDonald's income.
I had a boss dude.
And that's just kind of like
I had a boss do that to me once where he was like, I was like, look, we don't have health care, we don't have this, we don't have that. Like, you want us here all the time, and he was like, well, get another job. It's like, fuck you. And but then he was like, but be available when I need you to be.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Jesus
so my other
Christ.
job couldn't be like a show. Like I couldn't be in a show at a professional theater because that would conflict with the schedule. So what he was telling me was get a job at McDonald's.
Jesus. I mean, it is the holidays. We all need money.
We all need monies. So, folks, if you work at Walmart, help each other out because nobody else is helping you out.
Especially not Walmart.
Which is actually not true. There's coming up, I don't know the exact dates of it, there's going to be like a huge Walmart protest, like people protesting outside Walmarts across the country again. They did it last year around Black Friday, and they're doing it again.
It's already happening here in LA. We've already had protests. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I saw some like protesters in St. Louis, like anonymous masks and stuff, protesting mainstream media.
From the Arch?
Oh, I saw it up close and personal. You can't see shit from the Arch. But it was cool. But I was like, so I'm down with that. We're independent media.
That's right.
No one should listen to us to get real news, though. Speaking of which, a Pittsburgh man thinks he's a dog and goes by the name Boomer.
Sit, Boomer.
Born Gary Matthews, the retired technology worker and a self-confessed quote-unquote nerd, thinks he is a dog. The 48-year-old wears a dog collar, eats dog food from a bowl, his favorite is pedigree, and loves milk bones and dog cookies.
Jesus Christ.
He says, I don't eat dog food every day. It's a special thing for me to do once in a while to get closer to feeling like a canine. I eat the canned kind. It's not bad. It tastes okay, he says. But he has the most fun wearing his dog suit, codenamed Papy, because it's made from shredded paper.
What?
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks like shit. It's like, what's that Shaggy dog, like the Disney Shaggy dog?
Yeah. So
like,
he looks like the Shaggy dog, but it's actually like papier-mâché.
It's papier-mâché, exactly. and just like the Shaggy dog, like the guy turns into a dog, right? Like that's the premise of that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like mid-change. So it's like a dog man.
Yeah, man face with Shaggy
No,
paper.
it's full. Like he wears like the full outfit, but he's like tall and standing on 2 feet. Anyway, he wanders around the streets of his hometown, Pittsburgh, barking at cars and digging holes in the backyard.
Oh man.
When I go out, I get the feeling, and I wave to people as a dog, he said. I go to local festivals because kids like the costume. That's what you think, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody likes it.
Nobody likes it.
That's my way of reaching out to people and spreading the word that I could be myself in life. You're not being yourself. You're being a dog.
Quit talking. Start barking, fool.
He says, sometimes I sleep in my doghouse, which is up in the attic. I built it myself. That's because you ain't a dog. And you have
dogs
opposable
sleep
thumbs.
outside. The
You sleep
doghouse is outside.
And you can't build your own house. It's made out of wood, and I can take it apart and move it. I go up there and read a book. Dogs can't read.
Dogs don't read.
It has a little nightlight, and it's like a clubhouse. This mild-mannered and seemingly rational man even has a telephone answering machine that barks. His emails say pod instead of said. So it's like, what's up? He said, he pod.
Oh.
Fuck you. I pod, fuck off. And he runs a website and, get this, a podcast.
Oh, you're telling me this fucking boomer man dog has more fucking listeners than West by Midwest?
Oh, yeah. He's probably got like 10 times more listeners.
I know.
So, Boomer the dog, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show. Matthew says he's never been in trouble with the law. He's not seeing a psychiatrist or taking any kind of medications for mental illness. But get this, money is not a problem. When his parents died, he inherited their house, and they left him a trust fund to live on.
This fucking piece of shit is just blowing through his parents' hard-earned money, acting like a fucking dog.
He's making papier-mâché costumes, dog houses upstairs.
He's walking around the streets of Pittsburgh, urinating and pooping all over the place. No one's picking up his shit.
Oh, my God.
Somebody call animal control on a man crawling around named Boomer in the city of Pittsburgh, people. Please.
The guy is not a dog. He like digs holes. Oh, I can't.
And then we should spread the money from the trust fund around to a bunch of rescues in the Pittsburgh area.
Yeah, why doesn't he go out? Like, why doesn't he pee on things? That's what I'm wondering.
I know. Like, I'm sure he's gotten in a little bit of trouble with the law. You know.
Like, Boomer, stay away from the fire hydrant.
Oh, that's. Wow.
Yikes. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here.
Oh, you're in the doghouse, my friend.
Oh my god, that was stupid. Yeah, so now that we've completely derailed, let's bring this shit back. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, my favorite Michigan musician, Rochelle Clark, on the show.
Woo! Rochelle Clark, thanks for joining us.
Hey. Thanks for having me.
Yes, our pleasure. So, folks, Rochelle is a Michigan-based musician. She's also an actress and a professional actress and a professional stage manager, which is how her and I first met. Well, we first met when you were working at the Purple Rose, yeah?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
She was bossing your ass around, remember?
No, back then.
I was like scrubbing toilets back then.
Right.
What?
Right. And then she was she was the lead in a play that my girlfriend Lynn directed.
Blue Surge.
Blue Surge, which was you were amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Well, thanks.
And
I played a hooker.
yeah, it's really high and horribly disturbing, if I remember.
Yeah.
It wasn't not a family show.
No.
But then, and that's I think somewhere around there is when I found out that you did music, but then yeah, we worked together on plays and stuff where you stage managed and bossed me around, and the most recent production we worked on, Dead Man's Shoes, you and your band actually wrote the it was not really the soundtrack, but it was like the theme song.
It was
to
like
Dead
the
Man's
theme
Shoes.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, because we had to sort of change the play so that it would fit on a stage. So we turned it into a little like play within a play, and so the actors sang this ballad in between as like a transition, and it's called the Ballad of Injun Joe, right? Injun Stew.
Injun
Bill. Fuck, man. That's the worst. I don't even remember the play. The Ballad of Injun Bill. That's what it was. And there's actually and Rochelle recorded a music video for it, which you can find on YouTube.
Wow, cool.
Oh my god.
And
it's
I'm
like
in
the
it.
worst.
She's like, don't tell anybody about the
No, it's
music
great.
video.
tell
In
anyone.
fact, if you go to
Joe.
I don't know if you know this, Rochelle, but if you go to the Williamson Theater, you know, they have like a little screen out in their lobby now where they scroll through videos and stuff that they've done. And so if you're there for 10 minutes, you will see your music video.
Oh, sweet.
Awesome.
And it's awesome.
We
I'm
need
in
to.
like overalls and cowboy boots.
There you have it.
It's like Sexy Cowgirl. And then like us acting out scenes from the show. So it's like, who's this sexy cowgirl who's nonchalantly singing that we don't pay attention to? And then us like wrestling around and looking like idiots.
We need to hack ourselves into that monitor. Get this YouTube on there.
Right. So yes. So and that was under the guise of your band, which is called the Potter's Field.
The Potter's
Yes.
Field.
And why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's actually not a band. It's a duo. There's just two of us. It's just me and my duo partner, John.
You can't call that a band?
I mean, I guess you could, but
Rob, we're not a band.
I mean, what about the White Stripes, dude? They're a band, right?
Right, aren't the White Stripes a band?
Not anymore.
Debatable. Yeah, I know. Snap!
Okay, so music duo. All right, continue.
When did you meet John?
I met John like almost 5 years ago at an open mic in Northville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was like just learning how to like play guitar, and I wasn't singing in front of people, and this idiot walks up to me and he's like, "Hey, I know that song too. We should do it together." And I was like, no.
You're creepy. Stop holding my hand.
Yeah.
But then we just, got to talking and actually did sing the song together and really liked the way our voices kind of blended together, and then found out that we just worked really well together. And my duo partner, I wish that I had thought to invite him to this. He's such an amazing writer. I feel blessed that we're in this group together. So we complement each other really well.
We didn't want him on the show. We wanted you.
Right,
That's
we
it.
want the cute one on the show.
Yes!
No, but you.
I'm
you
definitely
are,
the cuter.
You are coming out with with an album soon, yeah?
Yeah, well, we've already got one out called Pleasureville.
Oh. Come on down to Pleasureville. I'd like 2 tickets, please.
No, so we already have an album that's called Pleasureville, and we're working on a second one right now, which is taking a lot longer than we had wanted to, but that's what happens when you're an independent musician.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for people like Ed Grabo, we wouldn't be on the air as independent podcasters. So.
Yeah.
But when that does happen, we'll have the both of you on. So he'll get.
That
his
would be
chance.
amazing. Yeah. He'll talk smack the whole time.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck him. No, he's fantastic. He actually he came out and saw the show, and I'm a fan. Even though I'm never able to make it out to all the shows that you do, I still because there's stuff that I can listen to online. I love it because.
Oh, thanks.
I won't talk about it. I'll let you talk about it. So talk about the type of music that you play and how the two of you sort of got into it. And, it says on your Facebook page, right, that it defies easy description, but try to describe it anyway.
Okay. Well, it's over 90% of the music that we do is all original. So it's all stuff that John has written or we've written together, and I don't know. It's not country, it's not folk, but it draws from both of those venues.
Mm-hmm.
It's sort of like we have a friend who has nicknamed what we do Creepicana.
Awesome.
Which I love. It's called Creepicana. That's what a friend of ours kind of came up with. Because some of our stuff, it sounds a little darker, and we're not afraid to sing about stuff that isn't exactly comfortable. It's not all love songs and crap like that,
But fucking love, who needs it?
Fucking love. No.
So, speaking of friends, though, we do have a guy named Tom Wearies, I think is how you say it, who says he's an old friend of yours. He's listening on the show right now.
What? Tom
Tom.
So Tom says, "Yay, Rochelle, hello from your old buddy," and he wants to know when Pottersfield will be performing next and where, and if he sticks around, we will get to that in a little bit. But you have to stick around to the end of the show, fucker.
Where did you come up with the name The Pottersfield?
Yeah.
So a friend of ours actually suggested that to us. So John and I were coming up with all these different names, most of which were horrible. And we wanted something that was a little dark and twisty. And our friend Tommy emailed us and was like, what about the Pottersfield? And John and I were just, that is it.
That's it.
Awesome.
That's it. So do you know what a Pottersfield is?
No, what is that?
Oh.
Oh, it's a weird sex move. It's like
we're it's cool. We have no idea what it is. Yeah.
It's not a sex room, although that.
Sex move.
No. A potter's field is actually. God. It's a grave for poor people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm going to be in a potter's field.
Yeah, we're going to a potter's field.
Fuck.
That's a lot.
Right?
That's a lot cooler than I thought it was.
Well, and if you look in the Bible, Judas Iscariot hung himself in a potter's field.
No.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Nice. I imagined a bunch of people from like ceramics class hanging outside.
Yeah, potter's, maybe a haberdasher. They're all just hanging out, having a good time.
That is so much cooler than I thought.
Twirling their mustaches.
Right. No, this is a lot cooler. Okay.
This is where Judas laid down.
So that definitely plays into the very dark feel of what you do, which is amazing because you're this sweet, wonderful, kind woman.
Yeah.
This beautiful, melodic voice, and you're sitting there like, we sing about death.
Remember Judas?
What's up, Judas, my boy?
Well, I mean, there's two different ways that you can look at it, really. You can look at it as something that's like uncomfortable and really sad and dark, which there's elements of that. But you could also look at it as sort of like a final way of showing respect to a whole class of people that were not respected while they were alive.
There you go. So yeah, Rochelle, we cannot have you on the show without you showcasing your beautiful voice. So we're hoping that you'll be willing to play one of the songs you do for us. One of these scary, dark songs.
Please.
Woohoo! All right.
Actually.
Ooh, tell us what you're going to be singing and then just do it.
Just going to sing a love song.
So what is this?
Sort of.
Oh, and we want like a backstage pass feel where you're like, hey, this song came from my grandma's cupboard. I don't know.
All right. Well, actually, the song is called Ghosts. And yes, it's a song that it's a song that I wrote. I actually wrote it in my grandpa's barn. So it's funny that you said that about my grandma's cupboard. I started writing it in my grandpa's barn and then finished it when I got home. So yeah, hopefully you can hear everything okay.
What's the song about?
You'll see.
You'll just have to find out.
All right.
Okay.
Rochelle Clark.
All right, so this is called Ghosts. From a long line of deceivers, angry, foul-mouthed unbelievers. I come from a long line of abusers, fire-tempered, deluded make-believers. They'd rather take out the bottle than take out the blood. Never could get it right. From a long line of schemers, charlatan, charismatic reviewers. I come from a long line of dreamers, romantic, starry-eyed underachievers. They're quick to tease and eager to please, but they'll always leave you on your knees. And I don't mean to scare you, but I don't give a damn. Take me or leave me, and this is who I am. From a long line of heartache, I try to stay, but I know it won't take. While my love comes on strong, I'm afraid it won't last tease and eager to please, but I'll always leave you. I'll always leave you. I'll always leave you on your from a long line of deceivers, angry, foul-mouthed
Woo!
Wow, that was beautiful.
That was awesome. Ladies and
That
gentlemen,
was-
that's Rochelle
Thank you.
Rochelle
Clark.
Clark. Seriously haunting. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
Taught on the guitar. Proud of you.
So you taught yourself to play guitar.
No, I took lessons.
Oh.
Chuck. I was like, oh, he did some research. No, he's just
Making shit up.
stabbing in the dark.
Wow.
No,
But
oh,
you,
yeah, I
But
just-
you said you met John like 5 years ago, and before
Yeah.
that, like you hadn't really sang publicly,
No.
or you were just sort of learning how to play.
No.
Why did it take so long for you to share what the Lord gave you?
Well, all sorts of reasons, but mostly because I'm inherently a shy person, and I've come out of my shell a lot more, but I used to get embarrassed really easily, and,
Oh, I wonder what that's like.
you know what?
Yeah, that should probably
so-
happen to me a lot more than it does.
So I just, I never thought that this was something that I would be able to do, and I never thought anyone would ever want to listen to me do it. And then when I made the decision that I was going to do it for me and not for anything else,
Oh, sure.
it's weird how everything else just kind of fell into line with that, because it started as just for me. I needed a creative outlet, and it's been really good. It's been good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's working
you
out
are-
for you for sure.
Yeah, you are
Well,
really
thank
good.
you.
If I had a voice like you, I'd be like, everyone needs to hear this. I'm amazing. But I don't. So it's good. Because I'm also not shy or humble, apparently.
Nope.
Oh, nope. But we are super glad that you came on the show and
Yeah,
you shared
what
your
a
talents
treat.
with us. So
Yeah,
thanks
thanks for
again for
having
being on the
me.
show. When tell us again when folks can see you coming up and where they can see you.
December 13th at Jackson Coffee Company, December 14th in Petoskey if you want to travel, and then December 19th at PJ's Lager House. That's a Thursday night, and
That's
that's
right.
in Corktown.
West by
And
Midwest
PJ's
will be there.
Yeah, if you've not been to PJ's, it's this like legendary Detroit hangout. It's
Yeah,
a really
absolutely.
cool place.
Oh,
Yeah.
And if people want more information about this stuff, where do they go to your Facebook page?
Facebook.
Yeah, you can go to Facebook. We've got, it's just Pottersfield. We also have a website, pottersfieldmusic.com. All of our shows are on there. So,
And
yeah,
I'm guessing you also have like a YouTube channel where people can.
we do. I don't remember the name of it. That's terrible.
That's all right. We'll get it from you. So,
There's a
folks,
Dead
if you're,
Man Shoes video on
yeah,
there.
if you're listening to this live, you got to wait a couple days. But if not, you're listening to this on iTunes, and in the description section will be all the links and stuff where you can check her out and become another fan because it's worth it.
Hell yeah.
Rochelle, thank you so much for being on
Rochelle
the
Clark,
show.
ladies and gentlemen.
guys.
Thank you so
Rochelle
Thank you.
Clark, ladies and gentlemen.
much. Wonderful performance. Thank you, Rochelle.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.
Well, folks, see what we do to you?
Yeah. You see
We
what we
give-
do for you? It's the
We
holiday.
give you talented people. You don't even care.
You just throw us to the side like a bag of moldy tangerines.
That's right. So things are stepping up here on Facebook, West by Midwest. We're gonna have Santa on next week, right?
Santa Claus is coming to the show next week?
Santa Claus is coming to town. I think it's next week. It might not be. We can't ask Rob because the power went out, so he's not on the show anymore. We don't need him. But yeah, I think we're having Santa. So folks, throughout the course of the week, tell Santa what you want for Christmas.
What you want.
We'll ask him.
He's not going to get you that iPad Air, okay? So just give up.
Right, so go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WestXMidwest. Like us and post some comments about Santa. You can also see a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll throw up the music video from Engine Bill, something of Engine Bill.
Dead Man's Shoes, the music video.
Dead Man's Shoe. All I know is Rochelle's amazing in it, so it's worth it.
So you got to watch it for her. You can go to Twitter and follow us at West_X_Midwest is the.
You've added like 6 new underscores.
Know it, dude. Email us at westxmidwestpodcast@gmail.com. So that it's not all spam. And you can watch this episode with Rochelle's live performance on our YouTube channel. Just search West X Midwest on YouTube. But most importantly, subscribe, stream, download. Maybe write a review of the podcast on iTunes. Just search West X Midwest in iTunes.
Yes, and if you like the show, make sure you spread the word.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend. Do it.
And if you want to meet Aral, Rob, and I, join us at what was it? Peabody's on the square? PJ's on the.
We'll be there Thursday, the 19th.
That's right.
Okay, folks, thanks again for watching, and unless Rob's dead, we'll see you next week.
We're going to go find out where Rob... Actually, we'll probably have Ellen Nyborg be our new producer.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
So thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. I'm Chuck Anchori.
I'm Aral Gribble. On behalf of Robbie Hubbard, this has been...
West
by Midwest! We'll see you next week.